Hello guys, welcome back to Red Hot TV today. We have defeated insurgency in Nigeria. Nigerian army says. The Defense Headquarters, DHQ, says the armed forces have checkmated Boko Haram and their operations in the northeast. Despite claims that the insurgents have been decimated, some parts of the northeastern region still come under attack. One of the most recent violent attacks by Boko Haram was at Zabarmari in Jere local government area of Borno state, where more than 40 farmers were killed. But during an interview with News Agency of Nigeria on Monday, John Enenche, the coordinator of Defense Media Operations, said the federal government and the military since 2015 had checked the intensity of terrorist activities across the country, particularly in the northeast. He said the initial delay in tackling the menace made it gain momentum. Boko Haram taking over territories and setting up administrative structures before they were knocked off in 2016. He said the open display of power and authority by Boko Haram no longer happened in the northeast, and that no single district or community could be said to be under the control of the insurgents. The issue of bombings that even spread to other places like Abuja, Kano, Niger, and Kogi states, including their sleeper cells, no longer exists, he said. What about suicide bombing, which is one of the signs of terrorism? It was rife, and even at our checkpoints, they come and detonate bombs as well as public gatherings. All these have been nipped properly. If you put all this together, I can tell you that terrorism has been checkmated, he said. However, the signs are still there with isolated action here and there that are common with terrorism. Enenche said, history has shown that terrorism is a very resilient type of enemy activity, adding that the type of terrorism in Nigeria is not a smart one, but rooted in the state of mind of a group of people. He also said Boko Haram and ISWAP were hybrid threats that became protracted with immediate and remote causes. He asked Nigerians to be bold in coming out to provide information on activities of the insurgents to aid security agencies in tracking their locations. Wow. What a statement by the media operator of the Nigerian Army headquarters. Okay, and Nigerians have reacted to this. BBO wrote, "You have defeated insurgency, but Boko Haram attacked Gubja local government area of Yobe State 2 days ago, where they burnt schools and hospitals. I am shaking my head for this country called Nigeria." Raccoon wrote, he said, From insurgency have been technically defeated, terribly downgraded, lacking the capacity to carry out major attacks, has been attacking soft targets. Now, people have come out to say they've been checkmated. Even with all the atrocities being visited on the citizens by these criminal elements in recent times, no wonder there is no headway with the fight against this self-inflicted insecurity, because they were just playing what cards over the head of Nigerians. As someone said, the only refreshing thing about the Buhari-led government is the frankness of his dishonesty. Bunch of imbeciles. Pastor Paul Enenche really need to pray for this, his brother, to make heaven too. Okay. Fadiga wrote, when they have no idea of how to tackle the terrorists, they resort to lying. And Fasimdo wrote a very strong one saying, it's too early to start lying this year. I submit that Buratai should pass through Meduguri to Mongono Road with all his full security and convoy since Boko boys have been defeated. Then if he and his security come back alive, I will believe them. Meanwhile, I don't know between Lai Mohammed and General Enenche who lie pass. But I think General Enenche is doing everything possible to beat Lai Mohammed. Well, I trust Shekau. He will shock them whenever this news gets to him. If you are in Mediguri, just be careful, because Shekau always strike when FG lie about him. Okay? Maghan wrote, the more false information the DHQ issues, the more untrustworthy the government will seem. Okay? Aries Bull said, we have heard this before. We are hearing it again, and we hope to hear this in future. The US Army can't say they have defeated insurgency, be it in Afghanistan, Iraq, Syria, or wherever. Snoop Andre wrote, this is madness reloaded. I can't even quantify the hatred I have for these liars. I thought I used to hate those PDP idiots in the past, but these people are the worst human beings alive. Okay? Enoki 247 wrote, nothing, yeah, they have been defeated in the dream. Nothing where DHQ won't tell me again where I won't take serious. She people will first deny their personnel going to Lekki toll gates or calling a live Instagram video Photoshop. Hey God. The zeros, yes, they've been defeated, but can any one of you go without escort? Just stay without an escort for 2 hours. I will bring out one of my scooter boy and share to my fellow Stingy Men Association here. Okay. Shatok wrote, when did these fools defeat insurgency? Before the kidnap of the schoolboys or after? Always telling lies. How shameless can one get? Godfrey wrote, after reading the headline, I kept checking the dates to see if this is recent. It is a good thing if it is true, but constantly lying to us about tactical defeating insurgency only shows how bad they have always been. Okay. Joyce White wrote, Enenche, stop watching too much American movies and thinking you have outsmarted Boko Haram. You defeated Boko Haram in your parlor, not in Nigeria. You should be ashamed to say this. Oko. Guide 777 wrote, in this administration, every one of them is trying to outdo themselves in their lying bouts. General Enenche tries, but lie is still the king of all the liars. Femi Adeskama, Gabi Sheu, and Ho Rita Onochie, they try to. Okay? So guys, what do you have to say about this? Do you think the defense headquarters raising this statement is a lie? Or do you think Boko Haram have been technically defeated? Whatever you have to say, drop your comments in the comment section. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Thank you very much.